what's more annoying? Hearing your own echo when you talk or trying to play games in a room that just sounds like an empty garage?
Well, that's what we've been dealing with, and today we're hopefully fixing it with these Elgato Wave Panels.
We grabbed 2 starter sets, one in white and one in blue, so we can mix and match the colors to make cool patterns.
We'll show you how to install them, how they look after, and if they actually make a difference.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Evan.
And I'm Ryan.
Welcome to the Bonding Blueprint. Da, na, da, na.
Our dining room has lots of open walls and hard surfaces, partly because I've been bad at decorating. It's where we shoot a lot of our videos, and as you can imagine, all these bare walls cause plenty of echo.
Echo, echo, echo!
We looked at a few different options. You've probably seen the cheap foam panel squares all over Amazon. From what I read, they're really not that great, and they also kind of look repetitive. Then there's the high-end Pro Studio panels, which felt a lot like overkill. I wanted something a little bit more in the middle, and that's where the Elgato panels appear to land. Not cheap, but not crazy expensive either.
Plus, these come in different colors and have cool patterns. Plus, you don't have to glue them to your wall, they just snap into frames and you can mount them with command strips or screws. Okay, that's enough talky-talky. Let's get into it.
All right. So we're gonna basically, first thing on the book is to build 6 of these hexes, which are the borders that go around the panels. So Evan, why don't you put together the blue ones? I'll start putting together these. So, right, you just kind of put them roughly in place. Make sure it slides in and doesn't hit that little pin. There we go. Yeah, you get the right idea. You just gotta push it a little bit. Perfect, nice. All right, and then we just assemble a bunch of these. So what we're finding as we're looking at these 2 different kits, there is actually a difference. So these foam panels, I don't know if you can see from that camera, I'll shoot them again later, but they are slightly different. This, the white, is a lot more fuzzy, whereas the blue panel is a lot more like a, probably not a nylon thread, but it doesn't have the same fuzziness to them. I like the blue panels better than the white panels, but we'll see what they look like once they're up.
Yeah, like these, they compress, but these are like harder.
The fact that these 2 kits, they came in 2 very different size boxes, they don't feel like they all belong to the same family of product, which is a little strange because they really should. I mean, the pattern is the same, but you can see the white ones, they've actually cut a little bevel edge here and it flattens off, where the blue ones don't do that. So clearly the white and the blue, they're not really meant to go together. And also the hardware that came with the white is different than the hardware that came with the blue. So the stuff that came with the white panels is like, these are actually command strips. I'm just used to the command strips with the little notches on them. And these are called power strips. So they even sent 2 different sticky strips. But the thing that kind of bothers me, that you can use the sticky pads, or you can use drywall anchors and screws for more firm installation. But they only included the screws and the anchors with the blue set. I did not get screws and anchors with the white set. All they sent was the command strips. So not a big deal. These are actually very lightweight panels. So I'm not super concerned that the command strips would be enough to hold them up, but I'd still like to, especially on some of the bigger walls, put in an anchor and a screw. So we're testing out different wall designs. We had it like this, right? So it was...
Yeah, and then we could put one here and then up here.
Right. Okay.
So this is probably good.
I think that's a good height right there.
Yeah.
All right, hold your end. Yeah. Take this clip off. We're just gonna. All right, you can put that on the floor. Yeah, that's fine. That's the pencil. So I'm gonna put one screw here. Now, do you know how to size a drill bit to a screw?
You put it against it, and if it...
Yeah, so you take the screw, and what you're trying to do is find a drill bit that's the same size as the middle of shaft of the screw. And you don't want a drill bit that's big enough that it's going to drill a hole and the threads won't grab. So this is too big, as you can see, because it's the same size as the threads. This one is too small, as you can see, because it doesn't quite match up with the same size as that center shaft. And if you put it behind the screw and I move the drill bit back and forth, if you don't see the drill bit, that's clearly the wrong size. Now, this is the correct size. It's the same size as that center shaft, but it's not as big as the threads. So the screw would go into the wall and those threads will grab the side of the wall, and you don't want to remove that with that screw. Now, do you know what's behind these walls? In behind drywall are wooden studs. So, and they're roughly every 16 inches. Okay. So if there's a wooden stud right here, then this screw might go right into the wood, and then we don't need the anchor. The anchors are for when if you need to put a hole here and the wooden studs are here and here, that anchor needs to be in the drywall, otherwise the screw just...
How can you tell?
That's what we're gonna figure out, okay? So take the drill and go drill a hole. If you go through the drywall and there's not a stud back there, the drill's gonna go really quick through the wall. So be prepared for that. It might smash up against the drywall. That's okay, but you don't wanna do it too hard, right? Okay. And if you get through a little bit and then you feel like a little resistance, that means you hit a wooden stud, okay? Yep. You can speed it up, full speed. You drill in a hole. Yep. Drill in a hole, keep going. So then slowly push it into the wall. Ah, there you go. Turn the drill bit back on. Now you can pull it back out, okay? So did you feel how it went into the dry and then it slipped? So what we found out is there's definitely not a stud there. We need to put an anchor in the wall so that way the screw has something to grab onto. And so what I'm doing the same thing, right? I'm looking at the screw.
Can't you just put that in there and see if it actually matches?
Well, if you put it in, that's not the size that's not the size hole you want. You want to drill a hole so this anchor sits right in the drywall, perfect. Okay, now drill that hole out so it's bigger. Full power. Now back out. And this is just gonna go in the wall, okay? So now take the anchor, put it into the wall. Okay, now you wanna lightly and gently tap the edge of it until it goes into the wall all the way. Do you know how an anchor works?
No.
So the way an anchor works, so when you put the anchor in the wall and you put the screw into the anchor, it opens up the two wings behind the wall to keep the anchor securely in place. Most anchors, they go into a surface and then they open up so then you can't pull them back out. And then the plastic gives the screw something to attach to, okay? So you're gonna put it in right there. Nope, don't fall. No injuries today. So what helps when you're using anchors is finger screw it in a little bit first. So if you take it and you just turn it just a little bit, that kind of holds the screw in place. And now you can get a good angle with the drill. Remember, nice and, when you're drilling screws, right? Nice and angled with it so it doesn't strip out. Oh, you gotta put some effort into it. Push it up against the screw, otherwise it'll strip. Okay, go ahead. You're on a ladder, so it's tough to get leverage. Slow down, slow down. As it gets close to the plastic, you don't want to go full speed. Let's get the rest of the array up and then get it all leveled, and then we'll make our next mark. Okay? Grab the bottom piece. Let's grab.
What?
So, how do we have it? Was it?
Yeah, it was like this.
Okay. All right, go grab 2 more clips and clip those into the piece that's screwed into the wall. Get it? There you go, muscles. Okay, next one. Oh, I got laser in my eyeball. Don't look directly at, oh, and that is a serious thing. Don't look directly at a laser. Now with the laser level, right, you can get it perfectly lined up. all the way across to here. Let's do that one. Right in the middle. Perfect. Good. All right, the panels are up. Honestly, the install was as simple as they claim. The frames click together, and once you get the first row level, the rest fall right into place.
And it actually looks awesome, like way better than the plain white walls just by itself.
One thing we were a bit disappointed with is that the fabric on the white panels feels different than the fabric on the blue ones, and the pattern doesn't quite match up between them. On the Elgato website, the white and blue versions actually share the same web page with the exact same descriptions. It's only when you scroll all the way down to the bottom and expand the text specs that you find out they're made of slightly different materials. The site does specify that only one of the kits has wall anchors, but it still feels misleading to have the white and the blue panels on the same page.
Yeah, but did I mention how it made the room look way cooler? The real question is, did it help the echo?
Before we hung the panels, I read a short script in this room, and now that they're installed, I'll sit in the same spot and read the exact same script again so we can test the difference. This is a quick audio test of our dining room. This is a quick audio test of our dining room. I'm reading the same line before and after. I'm reading this same line before and after hanging the Elgato Wave Panels, It's not perfect, but the difference is somewhat noticeable, and the room feels less harsh when we talk.
I think it helped. It doesn't sound as bad in here now, and they were fun to put up with.
Thanks, buddy. For parents, that's the value we're trying to build with the channel. It's not just about making videos or gaming together. Projects like this are chances to teach our kids how to measure, use a drill, use a level, and do things with their own hands. Even if it's a project you've done together before, it's repetition, practice, and quality time together. If you've been fighting with echo or just want to make your setup look a little sharper, these are worth checking out in my opinion. I'll put a link below if you want to learn more about the panels.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up so we know you enjoyed it, and subscribe so you don't miss our next video.